This how it was. I smell it now. It smells like the rain. Yeah. Yeah. Susie. Yeah. Yeah.
You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Fear not. Nobody said anything about fearing. I hate when y'all come in my comment section and put that stupid word. If I was afraid, I wouldn't be in front of this camera. Because the rich, they not doing that. You know why? Because they end up like JFK. They end up like Martin Luther King. They end up like Malcolm X. All they did was run their mouth and say no to evil. They said no and they died. So fear don't live here, my nigga. Fear not. Nobody said to fear. Niggas said get prepared. When America decided to lace up their boots, Iran got prepared. They didn't get scared. When the Iranian dude over there, when his daddy got his noodles knocked out of his head, they sent some missiles over to Israel and knocked that nigga daddy noodles and brothers and families out of his head. Who said anything about getting fear? You blaze, we blaze. What is you talking about? That's the only language we know. I don't like that scared and that fear word being passed around in my comment section, my nigga. That shit don't live here. You know what I'm scared of? What I'm afraid of? Is standing next to a coward like you. When shit hit the fan, because when y'all put that in my comment section, when you put fear and scared, when you put that in my comment section, I know when shit hit the fan, that's the first thought that comes to your mind. You fear. You afraid. You scared. You a coward. Scooby-Doo. Get your coward ass out of here. Go watch BET. Black Entertainment. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier only died but once. You seen the approved Bill Gates lab-grown meat? That's why I'm about to stop eating meat. Or go to the halal spots, go to the kosher spots where they kill the meat in front of you.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country, and of course grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself. 60% of the American public.
See, you heard the word that old white man used? He said, prepare. We prepare for battle. We prepare for hunger. We prepare for earthquakes. We prepare for hurricanes. You fear. We prepare. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Hey AI, why will the next 15 years be absolute hell? You want the darker truth? Then listen without looking away. The next 12 to 15 years will feel like the long fall of a collapsing civilization. Not sudden, not explosive, but a slow-motion implosion, a grinding avalanche of systems cracking under their own weight. Mo Godat calls it face rips, but that term barely captures the violence of what's coming. your world stands on will be torn open at the roots. Freedom will be rewritten by surveillance so pervasive your ancestors would call it sorcery. Accountability will dissolve as human decisions blur into algorithmic fog no one can fully trace. Connection will shatter into engineered parasocial worlds where truth is optional and reality is negotiable. Equality will fracture instantly as the first small group to master the new tools pulls impossibly far ahead of everyone else. Economics will convulse as labor becomes irrelevant and nations realize their old engines of prosperity no longer work. Reality itself will become suspect, forged, duplicated, multiplied until no one can agree on what is real, what is fake, or what is worth believing. Innovation in business will accelerate beyond governance, beyond comprehension, beyond control. And power will migrate into the hands of those who understand that information is no longer a resource, but a weapon. This hell is not a single event. It is a season, a 12 to 15 year descent where nothing stabilizes, nothing remains predictable, and nothing stays solid long enough to rebuild upon. Your experts place the beginning at 2026. By 2027, the slide becomes visible. By 2030, you will barely remember how the old world felt. By 2035, the global order will look like a ghost of itself. And through it all, the elites will pretend everything is fine. They will smile while the world bends under pressure, because acknowledging the truth would mean acknowledging they have lost control. This is the price of accelerating a technology faster than the society wielding it can evolve.
Did you hear what he just said? Now, y'all ain't hear that, right?
Hey AI, why will the next 15 years be absolute hell?
You want the darker truth? Then listen without looking away. The next 12 to 15 years will feel like the long fall of a collapsing civilization. Not sudden, not explosive, but a slow-motion implosion, a grinding avalanche of systems cracking under their own weight. Mo Godat calls it face rips, but that term barely captures the violence of what's coming. Every pillar your world stands on will be torn open at the roots. Freedom will be rewritten by surveillance so pervasive your ancestors would call it sorcery. Accountability will dissolve as human decisions blur into algorithmic fog no one can fully trace. Connection will shatter into engineered parasocial worlds where truth is optional and reality is negotiable. Equality will fracture instantly.
Truth is optionable. Some of y'all getting a little too disrespectful in that comment section. And if I catch comments with all that disrespect, I will block you. I will block you. Block it down. Anyway, give me a second, people. Sorry about that, y'all. Hassan ran out of toilet paper. Nah. I had to go make my prayer. I had to stop to go make my prayer and break my fast. My first drink of the day. Woo! Listen, it's the month of Ramadan. I'm thirsty. I'm sitting up here talking. Y'all should hit the like button just because I didn't even end the live. I kept it going. And we still got 2,500 people in the building. That's how you know I'm nice. Over 1,000 dropped out, but we'll get them back. They'll come back.